As we continue our journey with Abraham, today I want to stop at the verse at the end of the story of the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. It returns to Abraham, who at the beginning of the story pleaded for lives to be saved, for the town to be saved. And he failed at that demand, that pleading, that arguing with God about saving people. And so after the destruction, he is again on that hill where he stood with God pleading for the lives, and he bears witness. He sees the destruction of what happened. He sees the smoke rising. And sometimes our job, the only job we have, the only way we can impact something is to bear witness, to stand in front of, beside, near the danger. And so today I want us to pray about those places where they need us to bear witness, to the people who need us to stand up, to speak out, to stand in front of. So I invite you to take a deep breath, to release your breath, to breathe in and out, and just sit and rest in the quiet of God. God, help us to bear witness. Help us to shine a light, to tell the stories, to make sure that we don't forget when we see evil in front of us, when we hear of corruption, when we know that what is happening isn't right. Help us to bear witness. God, you know those places and stories better than we do. But if we haven't heard the story, share it with us. Help us to see what our eyes haven't seen. So God, today we bear witness. We bear witness to what is happening to the immigrants in our country. We stand in front of trying to stop detention centers for profit, to lock up people who are doing all the right things. Who have been seeking asylum and refuge. And yet they're still locked, where they have little access to medical care, where the food they eat is full of maggots. God, help us to bear witness, to never forget, and to hold people accountable for what they have done. God, help us to bear witness to the greed and corruption that is spending billions of dollars on vanity projects while taking money away from those who need food and health care. Help us to bear witness. Help us to bear witness to places where violence, where evil is happening, where other humans are hurting other humans. You know the names more than we know, but we lift up to you Ukraine, Gaza, Lebanon. We lift up to you Sudan, Somalia. God, help us to bear witness where people are treated as if they don't matter, where disease is spreading. Help us to bear witness. And help us to support those who bring us the stories, who fight in the justice system for justice. Help us to support those lawyers and doctors and aid workers, those journalists who hold governments to account. God, even when the world seems so out of control and full of chaos, you've given us at least one option: to bear witness, to tell the stories, to share what has happened, and to change it so it won't happen again. God, we lift up to you all those places, all those stories, and all those people. May thy will be done. Amen.